Focusing on USA against Jamaica, Nick Mendola. Obviously, Jamaica, a totally different proposition this time around because Mikel Antonio is playing. Obviously, Leon Bailey's back. You got Bobby Decordova-Reid, Andre Gray. You got some great attacking weapons there for Jamaica. This is going to be a tough test down in Kingston because they came back in the last cycle of World Cup qualifiers as well, didn't they? So they'll be fancying their chances of maybe even sneaking a top 3 place here. So what do you expect from the USA against Jamaica?
I expect a much more defensive setup than we'll see against Mexico. I think Jamaica will be coming off an El Salvador team that is going to present some challenges for them. They may be a little travel weary, but they're going to be happy to be at home. It's going to be wild there. It's going to be absolutely wild. If they're beat El Salvador, they will have had 2 wins in a row. If the U.S. loses to Mexico, they'll know they could maybe climb level with them on points. They could come out of November in a World Cup or at least a playoff spot for a team that a couple months ago was dead last. On the other hand, they lose to El Salvador, they drop points, and I think the U.S. has a chance to just kind of go hang out, really, and wait for a desperate Jamaica team to make a mistake.
Andy, what are your thoughts on Jamaica? Dangerous opposition. That's what I think about them.
Yeah, absolutely. And the Premier League talent that they're bringing in on top of what is already a strong squad. I think that's the thing that we forget a little bit is Jamaica's kind of been the 3rd best team in CONCACAF for 2 or 3 years. And I think there was a point where you could maybe say they were slightly above the U.S. as the 2nd best for a time in the transitional period between Dave Sarakin's long interim tenure and Greg Berhalter finally coming in and taking over. And so this is, again, they have been building for a little bit towards this point and then probably eyeing the 2022 World Cup as that's a tournament that we should get to. And not only should we get to it, but we feel like we should announce ourselves as a growing power within CONCACAF and with the talent that's coming in from over in England to join I don't see any way that they don't establish themselves as that consistent 3rd team. And so this becomes almost the secondary big rivalry game because I love the U.S. Jamaica games and with so many other players playing in MLS as well, just the ties that exist between all of them. It's going to be good.
Yeah, and Canada as well. So you're going really, really well in World Cup qualifying. So Jamaica and Canada are going to push USA and Mexico all the way in the coming years. I think that's great for the CONCACAF region. And the level of play is getting higher and higher all of the time. All right, remember, Pro Soccer Talk. We'll have you covered for all the World Cup qualifiers, every angle you possibly need on USA, Mexico, all of the World Cup qualifiers, how to watch, analysis, the schedule. It's going to be a busy international break. It always is, gents. Thanks so much for joining me, both of you, for Pro Soccer Talk this week. Thanks, everyone, for watching, and we'll speak to you all very soon indeed. Enjoy the games, especially US men's national team fans.
Hi there, I'm Rebecca Lowe, studio host for NBC's coverage of the Premier League. Don't forget to hit subscribe to watch highlights all season long and be sure to tune in for Premier League mornings every weekend at 7 a.m. Eastern. And for even more content, head over to Peacock, where we've got live games, original series and a dedicated round-the-clock Premier League channel featuring studio shows, classic matches and much more.